getting to know you time now. And the first thing I have to do is make a confession to you. My husband's name is Kathryn Strempke, and he's also a United Methodist pastor. He's the pastor at First United Methodist Church in DeSoto, Texas. And let me tell you, moving from Richardson to Grand Prairie fit his bill very nicely. Thank you very much. He used to have to allow an hour to drive. So what a joy to be in a place where he's close as well. Kevin and I have been married 25 years this year, and our first year we were married, we served the British Methodist Church. We served in Bristol, England. Actually, it was halfway between Bristol and Bath, if you know English geography. And so, part of our celebration is that we're going back. The airlines sell these things called non-refundable tickets. And we bought some. And I'm extremely embarrassed to say, we leave Thursday. And I'm not going to be back for 2 weeks. I'm sure I'll miss you too. But I'll tell you what, I don't know what to do. Because it's one of those things, well, you know. Okay, I'm going to miss my second and third Sundays in the new appointment. But I've at least supplied you good quality. Next Sunday, the dean of the seminary, the Reverend Dr. Bill Lawrence, is going to be here. And he may melt the pulpit, and I may really regret having invited him because I'll have to follow him. And then the week after that, your former associate, Gloria Fowler, will be here today. So we will look forward to these next 2 weeks. I just won't be with you. How embarrassing is that? So I'll see you in 3 weeks. Getting to know you. One of the things you need to know about me is that I was a teacher. Now it's time for me to know something about you. If you have worked in the school district with children, whether you're working there now, or if you're retired, raise your hand. Let me see if you're in the education business or were in the education business. Okay, so I've got a lot of sympathizers then. I taught 4th and then 5th grades in the Sherman Independent School District. I hold a permanent teaching certificate in the state of Texas, and I have my master's in teaching from Austin College in Sherman. But before, when I stopped teaching and discovered that my call was into ministry, then I substituted for a couple of years. And I made a discovery. Actually, I made the discovery when I was teaching 4th grade. Because we were doing a lesson and I was talking to the kids, and I said something about fee, fi, fo, fum. And I got 22 blank stares. Now you have to understand, these kids are all now in their 30s somewhere. If I say fee, fi, fo, fum to you, do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, some of them are saying. I said, you know, fee, fi, fo, fum, Jack and Beanstalk. And the blank stares continue. All right, friends, that means that you are not reading to your children. And as an educator, let me tell you that the moment that child arrives, you start reading Pack the Money to it. And you do not stop. You graduate to Goodnight Moon, and then you start reading the fairy tales. You have been neglecting your duty. Please get a fresh book of fairy tales, because the only thing our children know now are Disney, which is fine as well as that goes, but let's face it, Disney changes the ending a lot of times. And this program on ABC called Once, which is supposed to be based on a fairy tale, but it makes 0 sense if you haven't read the original. So, if you have children, or grandchildren, or great-grandchildren, you are going to leave here, and tomorrow you are going to go buy a decent book of fairy tales, and you're going to read to your kids, and all of a sudden you're going to go, I didn't know that was in there. Read to your children. So when I started substitute teaching, I found out that anywhere in the elementary level, from kindergarten to 6th grade, I could hold a class for an entire week with only 2 books, and I'd only read 2. One of them was my old cat book of fairy tales. The second book was a book of poetry, of all things, by Jack Polutsky. poems in this book by Jack Pulaski. It's called The New Kid on the Block. There's a new kid on the block, and boy, that kid's tough. That new kid punches hard. That new kid plays real rough. That new kid's big and strong with muscles everywhere. That new kid tweaked my arm. That new kid pulled my hair. That new kid likes to fight and picks on all the guys. The new kid scares me some. That new kid's twice my size. That new kid stomped my toes. That new kid swiped my ball. That new kid's really bad. I don't care for her at all. Sometimes there's something new. The reading this morning was from the book of Revelation, one of them. The last book of the Bible. It's practically the last chapter of the Bible. Next to the last chapter of the Bible, Revelation 21. Now, if you've ever gone to one of the old movies, or if you've watched them on Turner Classic Movies or something like that, you know, the movie will finish and there will be words, the end. And that's how you know the movie is over. Now, since Marvel started making movies, we know not to leave until the credits are run, because there's always a preview of something coming up next. But it used to be that the movies would say, the end, and that's all she wrote. It was time to go home. But if you go and read the last book of the Bible, and the last chapter, and the last verse of the Bible, there is no the end. As a matter of fact, God, who is sitting on the throne, announces, behold, I am making all things new. If you manage to slog your way through Revelation, and it is quite slog, but if you manage to slog your way through Revelation talks about the end of stuff, the end of this, the end of that. But when you actually get to the end, God says, nope, not finished. Still working, still creating, making all things new. Now, new is easy. If you've got a new pastor, or if you've moved into a new home. I don't know about you guys, I can't find a computer keyboard. It's still in a box somewhere, and I can't figure out which box now. So now I'm going to have to unpack all those boxes that say low priority. And it's easy when you're in a new house. Okay, time to do some new things. Unfortunately, I think my husband is going to keep some of his old habits because there's still a string of dirty clothes on the bathroom floor. What is it about you guys? There's the hamper. I put it right where he takes his clothes off. Does he manage to get his hamper? No. It's strung along the entire bathroom floor. But there's an opportunity to do new things. When I moved into my new kitchen, I quit putting all the stuff that I used down low. I hate bending over. I have 12 fused vertebrae. Bending over is not my gig. So all the stuff that I discovered in my last house that I used, that I was storing down low, I put it up high. I'm going to start something new and better and smarter. So it's easy. You've got a new pastor. You've got a new house. But my guess is that there are some of you here now who are thinking, gosh, I sure could use some new. I sure could use some new, because I've got a relationship that's going wrong, and I'm not sure what it may be my fault. Actually, I can't remember why the relationship gets out in the first place. Or maybe it's because your job stinks and it's getting worse. Or maybe your job disappeared altogether. When you're looking for something new, for some way to say, how can I make this job part of building the kingdom of God? Because I'm not having very much fun. Maybe there's something new. I mean, let's face it, our bodies don't cooperate, they get older. Amen. body running a little bit better. When you get to the end of the Bible, it's not the end. There's God saying, behold, I make all things new. And that means us. That means that the Bible didn't stop on the last verse of Revelation. You and I have continued the Bible story because you and I continue the story of the people of God in a world that needs God desperately. You and I are the continuation of that story. You and I are that new thing that God has created. And God offers that newness to us individually so that we need to give over those relationships to God so that something new can start to happen. We need to give our job over to God so something new can start to happen. We need to give our body and our soul and our spirit to God so that something new can start to happen. Because there's God holding out that promise. Oh, I make all things new. And we need to do it as the people of faith. And that means together. I know some of you have come this morning to make sure the new preacher will burn the place down. But I sure hope I'm going to see you again in 3 weeks, even if it is still July. It is still hot. And then I'll see you again in August. And in September. Because it's not the fact that you have a new preacher. God was doing a new thing when Gifford was here. God was doing a new thing last week when Gifford was leaving. And God will be doing a new thing when, 6 to 9 years from now, they move me again. God is doing a new thing all the time to us individually, but also to us as the body of Christ. The people of faith together. And the place to start that together is in worship. I'm so glad you're here this morning. I'm so hoping I'm going to see you again in 3 weeks. Because something new is happening. And God is offering that new to you and to me and to us. Behold, he says, I make all things new. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.